Okay, this video is going to be longer than 1 minute, so please watch the entire video. Well, I just got back from scalping. Yes, I'm a scalper, and I'm proud to be a scalper now. My recent experience with the wholesalers here in Taiwan and with Hasbro in general has been just diabolical. So I've been running this company for about 2 years, and I've just invested so much of my own time and money into it, and purely, you know, from the standpoint of wanting to help collectors to, you know, pursue their hobby. And I know how difficult things have become. Recently, it's just getting, I just think it's got to the breaking point now where people are just giving up. If I'm a retailer and I've spent millions of Taiwan dollars on promoting the Black Series and TVC and selling these figures over the last couple of years. And to be honest with you, I just think the service that you get from the suppliers and from Hasbro in general is just, it's subpar, to be honest. It's so bad. The wave with Ahsoka and Omega and the new, you know, Echo, etc. You know, those waves only come out, was it 3 or 4 times a year, and they're like seen as being a very exciting part of the collecting calendar. And but now it's miserable and it's depressing because nobody can get their hands on the figures. So as a retailer, I have access to all the lists. I can order pretty much what I want, and my supplier will tell me, like, well, how many boxes do you need? And I will say, well, how many do you have? And then he will say, how many do you want? And I'll say, well, how many do you have? And so usually I get like, I try to get a little bit more each time because my business is growing. We only sell Black Series and a few TVC items because we specialize in that, because I know there's a problem and I want to help solve the problem. So if you know, I say I want 20 cases, I know I'm probably only going to get 10 or 12. So I always order more than I expect that I'll get. There's a lot of retailers, they know this already, they play this game. But when you order, 20 cases, 25 cases, and then they say, how about one? It will give you 1 case. Then I give up. So like a lot of retailers here are in the same position. It's not just myself, okay? I'm not the only person who's getting 1 case. And these figures, I mean, in general, like collecting the Black Series over the last, I'd say 6 months has just gone... Everything is so inconsistent. Like the Star Wars team will say like one thing on the live stream, and then in reality all the dates are wrong, and you know, you have to wait such a long time for your pre-orders to arrive. I don't even understand this pre-order system. It's just, it gives me a headache. I feel the pre-order system is how to say, it's completely dissolving. Why on earth would you want to wait 1 year and sometimes 1.5 years just for an action figure? It blows my mind. And you know, a lot of people who do pre-order, they have their orders cancelled, or their orders get lost and their items are damaged when they get shipped, and you've been waiting for a year and a half for that one action figure. So that, yeah, so ridiculous. And my supplier is trying to offload his extra stock to me. You know, Gary, can you please take Trapper Wolf? He's an SDCC exclusive. I'll give you a really cheap price and you take them off my hands. And out of principle, I just said no. Why the distribution of these is so ridiculous. Why do you have a mountain of San Diego Comic-Con, you know, Dave Filoni figures? You know, you've got hundreds of boxes, but you can't eat. You give me 1 wave. You know, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm now shipping to the UK, USA, New Zealand, Australia. And I'm trying to help, actually, and here with our, you know, our online platform, Shopee, which is very good. We sell to Malaysia and Singapore as well. We used to sell to Indonesia, and then they disappeared. I don't know what happened there. Indonesia got cut, so we don't have any access to Indonesian customers anymore, and they're really screaming out for their Black Series as well, and they can't get them. It's very hard. Yeah, so something needs to change. Something really does need to change, and you can't keep saying that, well, you know, it's to do with shipping, and it's to do with inflation and China, and it's to do with the COVID crisis, and it's to do with the Ukraine and Putin, and it's to do with the price of vegetables. And okay, no, please, can you take some responsibility for what you are doing? There's obviously some internal, I don't know, there's some internal challenges that need to be taken care of within, you know, Hasbro, the organization itself, because you're basically killing this hobby for a lot of people. Those waves are just regular, you know, standard Black Series figures, and there shouldn't be anything special about them. They come out 4 times a year, and everybody should be able to have a fair crack at getting them. And then you give the retailers one case. I mean, what do you expect? People are going to be furious. And the ones which are supposed to be limited edition and very expensive and costly, like the Trapper Wolf figure, you know, they end up in the wrong warehouse, or they just sit somewhere and collect dust, and the supplier cannot move them. And he, you know, the way wholesalers talk to me is like, please take this garbage from me. You know, we're so desperate to move this, it's taking up space and it's costing us money. And I'm like, this, you know, if the customers could hear you talk like that, I think they would be disgusted. Like, this is, we're paying a lot of money and we're very loyal to your brand, Hasbro. And like, too much, I think now is you need to say something. You guys got to stand up for yourselves now. Yeah, because like being a retailer and having a kind of a, you know, experiencing things from behind the scenes a little bit, it's mind-boggling. I honestly don't know how Hasbro can keep this license. If I was Disney, this is just my own personal opinion, Hasbro should have that license taken away from them if they cannot change the current situation. What we're moving towards is, you know, people are not pre-ordering. A lot of people are not pre-ordering anymore. They don't want to do it. Okay, they want to buy their figures from smaller retail companies who specialize in just this, like 1 or 2 lines. If, for example, like we only specialize in Black Series, and then I know I've got a friend of mine and he specializes in selling Transformers, and there's another guy you go to who's got the G.I. Joes and stuff, and this is the future. All right, so, you know, putting those figures in stores, in kids' toy stores, is you know, now is beyond the pale. I mean, come on, like, they're not kids' toys. I know it says ages 4+ on the box, but I've never seen a 4-year-old, you know, go to Toys R Us and say, "Oh, Daddy, I must collect that new deluxe Cobb Vanth and take him home. I can't wait to customize his helmet." A 4-year-old. Oh, okay, so you know, it's adults who collect these. They're adult collectibles. They're not kids' toys. You've got to put them in the hands of the right people so they can sell them for you. Otherwise, you get this situation we're in now. And also the scalping as well. I have to go out now and go to every single toy store I know that might have them on the shelf and then buy them all up so that the scalpers don't. So I'm trying to beat the scalpers to it, because I know what will happen. They'll put them up on their, you know, on eBay, on their own site, wherever, you know, it may be, and they'll just double, triple the price immediately. And then everybody complains, "What's going on? Why am I, these figures are supposed to only cost 23 US or blah, blah, blah." Yeah, but now you know why. So if I get my hands on these, on this wave, I will not do that. I will keep them and give them to my clients. And I won't, you know, raise the price astronomically. I will sell them at the recommended retail price or lower, because that's my job. That's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to help collectors not get in their way. All right, you can write a comment below this video and tell me, what do you think about the state of Hasbro and, you know, Star Wars, the TVC Black Series, their distribution, the pre-order system? Like, what is happening? Where do you see this? What is the end I just feel I've got to boiling point now and I can't take it anymore. So anyway, my partner will come back later with the Wave in hand with our one case. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Hasbro. Really appreciate all that hard work you do. Thank you. Over and out.